Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is 1 a.m. here in Goldsboro, and it's the Just Like Brothers Rapid Reaction Football Show. As always, my name is Laika Abibi, and to my right, a very tired Kai Jones, the owner of WJG Sports. We're here to recap the second round of the NCHSAA Football State Playoffs. And Kai, some of our teams won, and some of our teams did not.
Yeah, kind of a tough night, a little bit. You know, we had 5 games between the two of us, all together, 2 and 3 for the Just Like Brothers podcast area. Of course, every team in your area is now gone.
Yep. Conley,
football season is now over.
Yeah, it's been a.
Well, technically, Wayne is now you now have.
I know. Technically, I am doing work for the News Argus now a little bit.
So
but technically, my original area, yes, is done.
Yeah.
But
So-
I will have a recap.
So everybody go pick up a News Argus copy.
Yeah,
There's stuff written there by this guy.
I appreciate
He's a
it.
cool dude.
I think
You should read him. You should support him. Aviel Smoke is also a cool dude.
I agree.
You should read him and support him.
Yes, support local media.
Yes.
But yes, I have my recap I just sent to him of my game tonight. You can check out at the News Argus, of course. Is that a game you'd like to start with, or would you like to start with the WJG Sports Game of the Week, which went in favor of the Cleveland Rams?
Let's talk about Rosewood, man.
Okay, we can talk about Rosewood. This is my game
It
of the
was
week.
dominant, 49-7 win.
6.
49-6 win. Cameron Lamb, of course, he 3 touchdowns a night, and really, I think that just kind of shows you what type of team Rosewood is, man. It could be anybody at any given time. I mean, Terquavius Butler. Terquavion Butler.
Terquavius Butler. Yes.
Terquavius Butler.
Lamb and Butler had all 5 touchdowns in the second half, all rushing. Lamb had the first 3, and Butler had the last 2. It was 13-0 at the half, not because of anything like Rosewood was struggling with. It's just they had to just get a half of football out of the way. They started the first 2 possessions. Will Harris finds Logan Merritt for a passing touchdown connection.
I mean, see, even Logan Merritt's not one of those guys who you hear a lot, but
usually those, like, obviously there's like
you get Zach Brogdon, you get a lot of DeMonte Fenty, some Avante George,
Davion Thompson.
Yeah, some
he
Zach
did have
Brogdon,
the second touchdown, Davion, early in the second quarter.
Right.
But Zach and
that's just what Rosewood does to you, man. It's so many weapons, so many guys coming from different places at different times that it's just so hard to guard and defend what they do.
And I definitely agree with that. South Creek's touchdown was at the very end of the game, so it was really the defense played well. Trent Lancaster had a fumble recovery and an interception.
Trent Lancaster's been playing some really good football.
Elijah Joy had a fumble recovery too. Let's see. I gotta give Coach Will Harrell and the South Creek Cougars some credit. Like we said a little bit earlier today, they only played 2 regular season home games that were actually at their field. And of course, another one in the playoffs last week in their win over Southside. So for them to pick up 6 wins, get a playoff win, gotta commend them for their effort. But they ran into the better team tonight. And Rosewood advances now to play Northampton County again, like they did last year in the 3rd round. But this time it's here. Shout out to the Valley. Northampton took down Northside Panthers tonight, 34-21. It was a good game throughout, it seemed. But Northampton was able to put them away, and gotta give Northside credit for a good season as well. I think they won 7 games and won a playoff game too. So gotta give them some love too.
Yeah.
So that's who Rosewood's playing. They're
looking forward to seeing Northampton County. Last year, of course, Rosewood went up to Northampton County
correct.
And took a playoff win home to go and advance to face Pamlico County, which I believe Pamlico County met an unfortunate fate tonight against Gates County.
Oh, very unfortunate case. 66-43 Gates County tonight.
Which, my friend, our good friend of the program, despite the fact he's never been on, Justin Hayes, told me, he said Gates County is probably the 2nd most dangerous team in that region. I mean,
in the 1A East, would you say? So now Gates County's on a collision course. They play North Edgecombe next week.
Gates County versus North Edgecombe.
Who knows? Who
in
knows?
Rosewood versus Northampton County.
So Justin's got 2 Valley teams in there. I mean, he's got well,
No,
there's
not
Gates.
just one.
Oh, Gates is at the Valley.
Yeah, Gates is Northeastern.
But yeah, he did. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's our guy, Malcolm Shields, and all that. So yeah, he's got to be loving the fact that Gates County, Northeastern, and Edenton are all Edenton Homes are all still in the playoffs.
That like I said, that Gates County North Edgecombe match was going to be really interesting to see.
I definitely agree.
Because, like I said, Gates County's been pretty dangerous.
Yeah, North Edgecombe took down a pretty solid Washington County team. It's got a lot of their basketball players that are their main guys are also on that football team. So yeah, I gotta give North Edgecombe some love, of course. But we can continue on with our area.
Yeah.
What about your game? We talk about my game. Talk about how great Omarion Hampton is again. I mean, this is a broken record now.
Omarion. Every game I see him, I'm amazed at what he does. Tonight I saw him punish defenders. Tonight I saw him run over guys.
So you've seen the same thing I saw last week. I mean, this kid's a bully. He's 16 years old, people.
I saw Conley go down at his legs, grab his foot. He pulled his foot out, kept his balance, cut backfield, and still managed to grab a 15 to 20 yard run.
I told you, he's a walking first down. He's a walking touchdown. He's a walking.
He was amazing tonight. He really set the tone. And, I mean, Conley's field, I mean, I don't know if anybody looked at the video, but it was pretty crappy tonight. And he was doing that on a muddy, soiled field. I mean, it was just, it was a magical performance by not only him, but Skylar Locklear.
You said Skylar got to get a 99 for elusiveness? Is that?
Yeah, he, twice, Conley broke into the backfield early on in the play, and twice he was able to break out the sack and be able to find Corn Artist for a touchdown.
And Corn had 2, correct?
Yes. The first one was just so outstanding because of how he breaks outside the pocket, gives Corn a little time.
Skylar breaking outside. Yeah, okay.
Gives Corn some time to finish his post pattern. And Skylar, while somebody's bearing down on him, rolling to his right, just...
That kid is he's also 16 years old, people.
Yeah.
So Cleveland's got these 2 guys for the next 2 years. And
I believe, if I was looking at it right, they're close to breaking the school record for points in the season. And
they will have at least one more game next week against.
I believe they're 20 points away from breaking the school record. I believe.
So if they can get 20 against the number 1 team in the 3AA East, Lee County next week.
Yeah. They
could break the single season school record for points, and that's not surprising for how great their offense is this year. I mean their offense has been great from the ACOG Jamboree all the way to now. I mean they've just been probably.
It was good to see Corn Artist really have a good night tonight.
Yeah.
He hasn't had the best of seasons, but he's done exactly what Cleveland's needed him to do. He's been their guy when they've needed touchdowns.
And in the playoffs, when you need people to step up, you see, like you saw here with Cleveland with Corn Artist, you saw with Rosewood with Cameron Lamb and Terquavius Butler. And
I mean, and then
you discover people in the playoffs. You have secret weapons.
You got to give a lot of credit to Cleveland's defense.
Mm-hmm.
They've been very elite. I mean, pretty much since they lost to Gibbons and they gave up 36. I mean, I think they've just given up.
They might have given up maybe like 14 points a game or something?
I think
maybe less?
Yeah, it's less than 14. I think
it's like 10 maybe?
Yeah. So they've done a great job of rallying and getting better. Hunter Morris, Dakota Marquez, Gabe Jones tonight, got him a fumble recovery. Garrett Paris.
You got to talk about Scott Brooks. Nailed it on the physicality thing. It seemed like
Steve Brooks.
Why did I say Scott Brooks? I was thinking of that.
Washington Wizards coach. Yeah.
I think of the former
Yeah,
was
the physicality.
But yes, I apologize. Steve Brooks said on your.
There was plenty of times, watching that game. I kind of had to. Ooh.
Sorry about that, Steve, by the way. It's 1 a.m. It's like 1:30.
Yeah.
But yes, you guys did a great job with that. You guys did a great job with that film breakdown of all the games.
Yeah.
You should check that out, by the way. Even though the games have now concluded, you can still check it out on the WJG Sports YouTube channel. Shameless plug.
Yeah. But yeah, there was a lot of hidden. You could see exactly who Cleveland's defense is. They enjoy the contact. They enjoy that part of the game.
And they
you have a defense like that. You have a defense that could go far. Lee County, that's going to be a tough one next week. But of course,
a lot of Division I talent. You're going to play a lot of teams with FBS level talent. So,
I think I can't understate how impressive it is what Scott Riley and his group have been able to do. We consider the fact that they have taken a sophomore quarterback who's never started a game on varsity, a sophomore running back who was your third-string running back last year, and you've taken these two guys and you're about to break the school record in points. You're about to, they've already gotten a win against Cape Fear in the playoffs.
And win against the conference champion Conley, yes.
Yeah. Now a road win against Conley, and now you're going to take them on the road to Lee County. Now this is the one where this is the big test right here. If you can pass this test right here, I think you're going to the States.
I would say that too. If you could beat Lee County, you could get to regionals, and you can even get to December 14th.
Yeah,
I don't know where the game would be.
Right now they have currently tied the school record for wins. So if you win that, you break the school record for wins in the season.
Maybe the greatest season in Cleveland Rams history.
Yeah, I mean they've done this before. They
did go to regionals last year, so I mean this is not new to them.
Then they were 12-2 in 2012 as well. So, but like I said, just hats off to them. They've done a great job. They've been the most consistent team all year long. Other than that one slip up against Cardinal Gibbons, which Cardinal Gibbons is
they're in the 4A playoffs though. So
they're one of the best teams in the state, and they've just been able to bounce back and continue to keep rolling.
So
let's of course go down the road to Princeton, who met their untimely fate against North Rowan. 26-12. It was 26-14, I think.
Yeah, yes, 26-14.
Yeah.
Princeton it was one score game going into the fourth, so it seemed like they had chances.
I mean, they were tied at halftime.
Yes, that's as well.
And I believe they were up after the first quarter as well, 14-6. Can't say exactly what happened in that game because I don't have any more information other than just the scores. But it's tough.
It's been a tough last few weeks for them, really.
Yeah.
Other than the East Carteret game was kind of a game. Yeah. We have to be honest.
Yeah. When you look at it, just going on the road 3 hours, Harley just getting back, Jaden still battling an ankle injury. Just the cards were really stacked against Princeton, and I think they performed well, but it was a lot to ask for a group who has endured a lot over the past couple of weeks.
And even if they do win next week against Tarboro, it would be a hard ask as well.
Yeah.
So
it kind of I think this season ends a little prematurely for them. I think that they really got a bad draw.
Yes. Had they gotten like the 6th seed, that I think they would have been really tough out. But
when you look at it, you can't really say you got a bad draw because you got the seed that you earned. You earned the 4th. You earned the 5 seed. If you beat Rosewood, then you're likely the 3 seed going into the playoffs instead.
But now instead, you get to see, speaking of the 6th seed, Manio. Yeah. Manio is going to play Edenton Holmes next week after beating Granville Central.
I was going to say that's going to be a game, but got followed.
But no, Edenton. I was going to say Edenton blew them out last time. But I was going to say, but you see them as a 6th seed, and they get Granville Central that's probably a different case for Princeton if they could get that
Right.
job. But at the same time, I agree with you. I do agree.
But the thing about it though is when you look at it, Princeton, they have Jaden coming back next year. They have Harley coming back for his senior year. You have some talent on that offensive line coming back as well, but you're gonna have to rebuild most of it. So there's gonna be a lot of questions for them to answer, but you can't understate what this senior class has done. Last year going 9-0 as juniors, and now this year as seniors going 10-1. I mean 10-2. The first 10-1 season in Travis Gaster's coaching his coaching era.
Yeah.
And so now you're looking at 19-3 over the last 2 years, and that built a foundation that Princeton is going to be looked at as one of the top teams in the state from now on at the 1A level.
I definitely agree, and I think the world of Coach Gaster and the entire program, of course.
Right. The one thing is now it's just how do you build upon this? You got one playoff win, trying to figure out how to get to 2, trying to get to 3, possibly 4, possibly 5. It just depends. I think that they can do that. I think Gaster is that good
I do
of
too.
a coach.
I agree.
I think those kids buy in enough to where it can happen. It may be another 2 years. Because you might get 11 wins next year, or it might be
might be 10, another 10, maybe another 10.
So you never know.
They're a winning program. They're going to win games. I know. I think they're going to win a lot of games.
I don't know how different their schedule will be next year. Maybe they get more tougher games next year.
They challenge themselves, maybe.
Yeah, challenge themselves a little bit more next year in the non-conference, and in that way,
they did
even
play
if
a game ago.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So even if your AMPR, even if you do lose next time, maybe your AMPR is a little bit higher. There's a lot you can nitpick at, but at the end of the day, they played everybody who was in front of them. They beat them, every single one of them except for Granville Central and Rosewood convincingly. And the AMPR was, I think they were in the top 6. I was going to say, think about how 2 yards makes that big a difference. Yeah.
2 yards.
Next year, it's just all about figuring out how to get over that hump. And I'm sure Travis Gaster and his entire staff are going to be thinking about that for 365 days until the season starts again next year.
I definitely agree. Speaking of Rowan County, I feel like it's been a great night for Rowan County football.
West Rowan got a win as well.
Yes, they did.
Crest.
Yes, they upset the number 1 seed in the 3AA West. That's correct. They went to, and Crest is one of the great programs in high school football in the state. So for them to do that is impressive.
I see, but those 9 seeds are always tough because normally a 9 seed you're looking at either a 2nd or 3rd seeded team in their conference. So you're looking at somebody who might have just been in a tough conference and they're one of the top teams in the state, but they were in a tough conference, so they couldn't have seeded before.
Maybe we could say the same about Grace Creek because they're the 14th seed. They won 2 playoff games.
Yeah, Grace Creek. I think
it might be the surprise of the playoffs.
I think Grace Creek. The thing for them is just they challenged themselves.
That is true. They have they put themselves in a tough schedule, and they know how to play some of these teams, and they force turnovers, and I'm proud of them. I've got to give them a lot of credit.
Yeah, of course. We haven't talked about Washington yet.
We have not.
Washington.
That's why I said a good night for Rowan County football. How about the Salisbury Hornets?
How
about they come into Washington, was probably like a 3-hour long drop, longer than that probably.
Yeah.
And they came in and stomped the yard. They came in and were the bully.
Yeah.
Then they scored the first. 12. Then they scored the first 32 points too.
I believe they did. Yeah.
So it's been, honestly, we could say it's been a very rough last month for Washington. Honestly.
Yeah, November was not kind at all to Washington.
Even the win over Green Central, I'm surprised was that close margin. But Green Central usually always plays hard. So
but even then, it's just like it seems like Washington's season all kind of turned on that November 1st matchup. Not getting that 4th and 1
at West Craven, yes.
Yeah,
that was a season changer. They didn't play great against Nash Central last week.
Yeah, they didn't. Got out of there on the skin of their teeth pretty much.
And then played a team west of Raleigh. I mean, played a team near Charlotte. So
yeah, which I had said. I thought the single A East, the two single A East was a lot harder than the two double A East. But
those matchups are going to be some nasty matchups next week. We'll get to that.
Yeah, but the only problem with that is, sometimes with the two double A East, you're going to get some of those teams who are a little bit more west of Raleigh and who run a more spread system. And
so a lot of spread.
The same type of athletes and stuff like that.
Yes.
And it's not something that you see at all on this side of the county. I mean, Conley kind of does some of that. Washington did play Conley, but it's a little bit different when you're trying to prepare for it on an off week.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah. But yeah, of course, Coach Blank has a winning program.
Yeah.
They'll definitely be back. They'll definitely win games next year with.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it.
But then losing Antoine Godley and Stephen Hartley is going to be tough to replace. But
win 9 games, lose 4. I mean,
you got it. He has athletes. He'll definitely be back.
Yeah, that's the thing. That whole program is built on the weight room and commitment to each other. They'll be fine. Especially if they can keep that coaching staff together. I think Mitchell floated Perry Owens.
Mitchell Thomas, yes, he did. I was going to say
his name floated Perry Owens' name for the J.H. Rose job. Which, I mean, there's a lot of great names who want that job.
That's a great job to get. That's a program that has athletes. You always have athletes coming in and out, and
and those athletes would be built perfectly for what Perry Owens likes to run, which is that option style offense.
Of course, Perry's also the head track coach as well for Washington.
But we'll see how it goes. Washington, congrats on a great season.
Yeah, you gotta congratulate Conley too. We didn't mention that.
Yeah,
love Coach Nate Conner.
Yeah, they battled hard, and even when Cleveland got up 35-7 in the fourth, I was still like, Conley's not done yet.
They did fight at the end. It's just they dug themselves too deep a hole, and when you're in a deep hole against that Cleveland team that is that physical, and they're just.
I mean, the defense didn't give up a single point after the first drive.
Yeah, that's right. Really,
the 7 points that they scored was
right.
returns.
That's right. That's right. The offense didn't score after the first drive. You're right.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Even though they got it on a short field after an onside kick, I mean, just.
Yeah, that's right. They got to stop off of that too. So.
Yeah. So I mean, Conley really pushed Cleveland again. They had to keep on competing. I know Coach Riley wasn't very happy with the way that Cleveland finished the game out, but
I think any coach would be happy to be 1-0 in the playoff game.
Yeah.
Going into next
year.
Yeah, of course. Getting to play during the Thanksgiving week.
Yeah, some of the players were a little mad they gotta practice during Thanksgiving.
Well, come on, but if y'all want to win a ring, y'all got to do it at any time.
They're still kids, man.
That's true. I do agree. I want them to eat good too.
They still just want to eat their turkey and
they want to eat good like we do.
Play their I guess their Fortnite. I think that's what all the coaches say is the problem with the kids nowadays. They play Fortnite.
Oh yeah, how they say bad talk about them. Yeah. They don't be like you're always on your PS4 or Xbox. You're always on that Fortnite,